Hello there and welcome to Tech Talk. I'm Rob Barra from Thingee, and today we are going to talk about Apple's brand new flagship tablet, the iPad Pro. Now, iPads have been around for 7 or 8 years now, of course, and the iPad Pro has now reached its third generation. But this year, they have brought lots of neat new technology into the iPad Pro that we've already seen in a couple of other devices. So they've brought in Face ID from the iPhone X. They've brought in USBC, which has been in use on their laptops for the last year or so. And they've combined it all into one best-of-breed tablet that really can do the job for business. So one of the most noticeable differences about the iPad Pro versus the earlier generations is the new form factor. It's much smaller, and this is due largely to the removal of the home button. Now, the iPad Pro third generation uses technology similar to what you see in the iPhone X, where you use Face ID, and it's mostly an edge-to-edge screen with no notch at the top. One of the other noticeable features is the addition of the power pass-through on the back of the device rather than on the lower edge. This allows a little bit more utility with the keyboard and totally changes that user experience versus the previous generation keyboard. Another item that you'll see also is a much improved camera with a flash. As I'm sure you've seen, lots of people walking around filming with iPads because, it's a bigger screen. Probably the most controversial change on the iPad Pro third generation is its use of USB-C instead of Lightning for its power and utility adapters. Now, they provide you with a new charger that's USB-C to USB-C as well as a USB-C to USB-C cable, and there's no headphones jacks. There's only USB-C on the bottom, but the biggest complaint that most people are going to have, again, there's no headphone jack, but they don't actually provide you with a USB-C to 1/8" adapter for plugging in wired headphones. They would expect you to either have AirPods or any other Bluetooth wireless headphones. I personally like the Bose, but that's another story for another Tech Talk. But the real standouts of the new generation iPad Pro are really its accessories. The new keyboard's been completely redesigned, so now it is a folio. It covers both sides of the device completely, and there are 2 magnetic areas where it locks in when you're using it. The other item that also uses magnets is the new Apple Pencil. It's got a flat edge along it so it doesn't roll off the table anymore. There's no more lid to charge via Lightning, but the one thing to know about it is that you can't use it with the older devices. And again, that's because the way that it charges in pairs is through magnetic attraction on the top edge of the new iPad Pro. This is how it pairs with the device, this is how it charges, and it's really the only device you can use it with for now. One other interesting thing to know about the Pencil is along this flat edge, it's actually touch sensitive. So certain apps can take advantage of taps and double taps to use different interactions with the software. For example, right now in the Preview app, you can double tap between the Pencil and the eraser. I'm sure other applications will take use of this, but right now, Preview is really the only one that I've found. Thanks again for your time with watching Tech Talk. My name is Rob Barra, and this has been the overview of the new generation iPad Pro. Please be sure to subscribe us, like us, all that good stuff. Share it with your friends. If you have any questions or anything you'd like, just reach out to us right here on the page. Thanks again, and have a great day.